Hello, everyone, and welcome to another How Sees It playthrough. I will be playing the solo variant of Shifting Stones. Haven't done this before, so we're going to do it together and see how I do here. So the first thing you do, it's very short little instructions here, but very clear. What we're going to do is we're going to assemble a mini deck of 16 pattern cards containing 8 1-point cards, 4 2-point cards, 3 3-point cards, and 1 5-point card. And then all setups remains the same. So we're going to make that mini deck, then we're going to give it a good shuffle, and we're going to draw 4 of those cards and get to it. Some of the other rule changes here is if you end your turn without scoring a card, you gain a strike. All right. So now 1 strike is not bad, but unlike in baseball where you have 3 strikes, you're out. This case we have 4 strikes. So if we end up with 4 strikes, that's the end of the game. The way we win the game is seeing if we can complete all 16 of those cards before obtaining 4 strikes. So let's get to it. We got a pretty randomized grid here. I just did a review. If you're interested in seeing a review of the game, I'll put a link to that in the description below. But let's do this. I'm just going to give this another quick shuffle. And what we're going to do is going to create that mini deck. And so I'm going to be looking for, and not really, hopefully, I'm not going to pay attention to these too closely, but I am just going to be looking for those set number of cards. I'll have this out again. So I'm going to grab 8 1-point cards. And I think I'm going to do that one at a time. We'll get them shuffled up. Whereas we'll go through. So this is a 1 point. I'm just going to pay attention to here. That's 2, 3. There's a 2-point. There's a 3-point. There's our second 2-point. Need 4 of those. 3-point. We're going to have 3. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our 5-pointer. There's our last 3-point. I'm going to flip those over. A 3 and a 5. So I'm not looking at that. So no more 5s. We don't need 5s. Do you need some more 1s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, let's see. I didn't add any more, did I? No, I think we're did. So I don't need that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's our 1s. And we need 1 more 2 right there. All right, so we have our mini deck. I'm going to put the rest of these cards just back in the box. I'm going to give these a good shuffle. I'm excited. I have never done the solo game variant, so I'm excited to see how we'll fare. So in this case, if we do skip our turn, I guess we can still skip our turn, but that will give us a strike because we're not scoring anything. And if we spend a turn just shifting tiles around and not scoring anything, that also gives us a strike. So the name of the game is to hopefully be able to score every single round. And that's interesting. As I set this up, is it's kind of like, would you want the 5-pointer in your hand, in the opening hand? I think I would, right? Because then I can hopefully score other cards while I'm also trying to get it to a point where I can score that big 5-pointer. Because, I mean, if you get that 5-point late in the game, yeah, I feel like you'd want to see if you can get it into your hand early. All right, this is exciting. I'm excited. All right, let's do this. 4 cards. Get one more shuffle here. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. And glad that you are sticking with me, watching some solo play of Shifting Stones. All right. 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we're dealing with here. So I want to score all 16 cards. Now I was just thinking, wait, but if I'm discarding to shift things around, how does that actually work? What happens is when I run out of cards here, you actually shuffle the discard pile. That's the normal gameplay rules. So the same thing would happen here, where if I'm discarding things to shift things around, I will be able to redraw those. It's kind of a pretty unique solo experience there, where we're just trying to complete these with before we get 4 strikes. All right, so let's take a first look here. We don't have this one yet. The other orange is, we'd have to flip that and shift it over. This one here, see, sometimes you also get excited about the blue and the green. So the pink or the pink red and the orange and the blue and the green, sometimes they're a little close, but this one here, again, we're not there. Let's see, I actually do have this one, so that would be a point. And the purple and that one. That's funny. I think I had these 2 cards in my review. So, okay. So I actually have them both set up. That seems fishy. I can't do that. I'm going to pull 2 other random ones, just because before this I just shot my review and I had shifted the board to actually fulfill these 2 in my example. So let's find 2 different ones here. Just pull off the top until we find 2 different ones. There's 1 and 2. I can do that. Don't want to cheat myself here of the experience. All right, that would have been kind of crazy. Okay, so our new ones here, orange in the middle. That's 1 shift away. The boat in this one, I'm not there. So I think what I'm going to do first off is, I think we are going to discard this one to shift this over. And now we have the orange in the middle and 1 complete. Start drawing them down right there. Let's see. Do I want to do anything else at the moment? I don't think so. The boat and the red up there. I think that's going to be my turn. We scored, so we don't get a strike. And I think what we'll do is I'm going to put these, this will be just our reference card, but then there are 4 other reference cards here, right? So each time we get a strike, I'm just going to put a card out like that to signify our strikes, to keep track of that. All right, let's draw back up to 4. All right. Well, we could flip this one over, but I kind of need that orange still, don't I? I mean, I could be shifting that other one down. I mean, this isn't bad. I think I'm going to discard that one. Yep, I'm going to discard that one. I'm going to bring this one down here. I'm going to discard this one for now. Flip this one over. That will allow me to score this one here. And really, these are almost just difficulty, right? I have to score all of them at some point. So it's not really about points trying to do what. It's just trying to figure out puzzly, right? How do I make sure I can do this? But I'm going to hold on to this because I could just simply flip that over and be able to do that next turn. So go again, just back up to 4. See if we got lucky. All right, shifting that down. Oh, we got one. We got the boat. This gray one here with 2 other tiles there. So I'm just going to score that one. That will happen occasionally. Let's see here. So that one's a little far off right now. Maybe more so than, well, I may try to get this one because I'm going to flip this over. I think I'm going to discard the 3 for now to flip this. And now we have that one. And I want to hold on to this one. So I'm going to draw back up to 4. No strikes yet, but this is going to be difficult. Ooh, we need to go after this one right now because we are almost there. And this one is also done. But so let's just take a look. So this one here, we're actually really close, right? So we have the green, we got the orange, we have the boat. We just need the other orange. So we're going to need to shift this and flip it in order to do that. But before, I think we are going to score this other one. So let's score that one. And then let's discard these ones here. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend one of those to shift this over. And then we'll spend the other one to flip this. If we did this right. So we have the green, orange, the fish, and the boat. So we got our 5-pointer. Nice. Okay, draw back up to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like we're gonna be shuffling here in a second. But what do we got? Boat and purple horse. Swap those 2, we'd have that. I am gonna need to get look at that. That's interesting. So we know we have the purple, the 3 purple. We also have the 3 blue boats, which are on the opposite sides. So if we can get them there, then we're going to have to spend cards to see if we can flip them over. It's like, I don't know if I want to shift this over right now. I mean, I'm going to be spending this one. And probably that one. I think we're going to have to do this. We're just going to spend that to shift these. So I at least score 1. So no strikes still. Let's see if we can get kind of set up here. Let's see. I know I have like reds. I'm tempted because I know that I have different reds that I'm gonna need to flip. Just flip those 2 over. It's an interesting thought. Oh, I don't remember. I'm not gonna look through the discard at this point. The other thing I could do, right, is I could spend 1 and shift this one up and then shift that one over. I don't think that's a bad idea. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend one and shift these. And spend this one to shift these. And we're good there. So now I need to draw 4 again. So I got to shuffle this discard deck. This is where the real challenge is going to be. Again, oftentimes, even in the multiplayer game, right? A lot of times you're at least able to score something, usually. Not all the times, and sometimes you skip your turn, and I thought I would be skipping my turn maybe earlier in the game. But I feel like it hasn't been necessary. Now, I probably do want to do that to get some of these more difficult ones if I need to, before I actually run out of cards, right? Because we're going to get to a point where I only have 4 cards, right? Or less. Oh, that's going to be unique. Trying to figure that out, because you're going to have to set this up so that we can score 2 cards without... Well, I guess you redraw it, huh? Oh, it's so interesting. Okay, here we go. 4. What do we have left? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so 9 cards left. So 7 done, 9 to go. Okay, so here's this 3.1. We still need to get that in the center and shift one of these gray ones over there. Now this one may not be bad because we are going to need to get that red one. Oh, we drew the 3 one with the boats. I'm tempted to do that one right now. I'm going to need the red. I'm tempted to do this one, though, so I'm going to see how it goes. I'm going to discard flip. And I feel like I'm going to hold on to this one. See if I can do that next time. I'm going to spend that one to flip. And now I got my 3. I get, that's so interesting. Because I could just discard this one too. Because I know it's going to come back up in the future. I feel like I want to keep it. 1, back up to 3 and 4. So the fish in the boat need to be swapped, but I have that purple one coming up. I know I have that purple one. That one's not. And the red there. That's so interesting. Okay. I think what I want to do is get that red one up in the corner right now. I think that's what I want to do. So, I don't know. We're going to discard that one. I'm going to shift. And this is a little bit more. So I am going to discard that one to flip it. So that gives us a point for this round. Able to do that. We're doing pretty good. I don't know. I think it's a false sense of security here, but we're doing pretty good. Now, do I want to discard this for another opportunity to shift some stuff around? Like, I know the purple thing's coming up, so I could discard this one for now, flipping one of these over. I know we have the green. It was a green, gray, green, or no, sorry, green, sun, green. So I could shift one of those over. But I think that's still there. I'm gonna draw that purple one. And yet this one's just one off from swapping there. No, I think I'm going to try this. I'm going to discard that, and we're going to flip that to a purple. Oh, the 2 red. Forgot about that one. All right. Shuffle these up. This is going to be so tricky. Just got excited, like, completing things that now I'm worried that I haven't been thinking ahead too much. It's going to come back to hurt me, isn't it? Well, I want to get this purple one out of the way. There's no other purple, though. I'm going to need those boats. That's what's interesting. Probably should have waited to the end to do the purple. Should have done these other red ones. It's fine. It's all good. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to discard this one to flip. And this one, flip. So we've done that. Still no strikes. But I'm going to need to shift some stuff around. And do I want to discard this? I think so. I'm going to discard this one. Swap these two. Because I know I have it coming up. This one here. Awesome. Okay, so I got 3. Need one more card. That one. All right. Oh, that boat. I don't have the boat. I need to get my boat back, but right now I'm going to spend that to flip this over so that I have the green, a sun, a green, and a tile there. Another one. Okay, we're getting close. Green and the red. Now, nothing else has that sun. Oh, it's going to be hard to do that. And I could shift that. It's not bad. So I've already scored one, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend that to shift these to set me up for next round. So I can score one if I need to. And pretty soon, I'm not going to be able to shuffle these really well. I only have 2 cards. The 2-card shuffle. I don't remember what's what. Do that one. All right. So I have this one ready. Flip that one over. Well, I think I'm going to score this before I forget. I want to score it. Don't want any strikes. It's like, maybe, do I want some strikes going into this? I don't know. We'll see. But I scored that one. So no strikes this round. And then I can set myself up Let's see. I feel like I need to get this red one before I do the others. So if I shift, that's 1 and then 2. So I'm going to spend these 2 cards, and we're going to go 1, 2. Get that's so interesting. I'm going to hold on to it, right? And then draw, and then shuffle and draw. This is it. This is it. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one. We need the fish. Need a boat. I need a boat. Yeah, that's not bad. So we can do this. Flip one of these over. Doesn't matter which one. That one. Okay. I've already scored one for this round, so I'm good there. So I think I wait a turn. Shuffle, redraw. So now I have this one that I can play and score. And so no strikes this round. And that round, ran that turn. And can't draw anymore. So let's do this. We're gonna spend that to flip this over. And we score it. That's that round. We draw. Okay, this is gonna be my first strike right here, but I think we got this. So we're gonna discard this to swap these two. No score, 1 strike. Redraw my hand up. Now I can discard this to flip it. That's strike 2. Redraw, and we can score our last and final 16th card, and for the win. Nice. So that was a solo playthrough of Shifting Stones. We were able to do it with only 2 strikes. We had 2 strikes remaining that we could have done, but we were able to do it. And that is Shifting Stones by Gamewright. Fun little solo mode. Yeah, that's pretty fun. I felt like I was doing really well, and it's gonna really kind of come down to that end of, as it got closer and closer to the end, it's like, okay, what cards do we have left? It was nice to be able to get this 5-1 done fairly easily. Like, we lucked out there, I feel like. We kind of had a decent setup, and we were able to get that done without too many moves. And I think that really set us up for victory. We were able to do some of these 3-2-3s. And then the last ones we had were a 1-1 and a 2. And really just a lot of 1s and 2s there. So that worked out really well for us. And yeah, that was fun. It's interesting there at the end where it's kind of like, okay, score 1, I can shift things around, and then you're down to 1 card, and it's kind of interesting because it's basically like, okay, spend the card to shift something, pick it up again, strike. Spend it, shift something, get a strike. And so really you kind of get down to, and I imagine most solo games honestly would kind of play out that way, where there would be really a lot of the strikes just there at the end. But I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting. I'll have to play a few more plays and see what happens there. But able to pull out a victory the first time, that always feels nice. So shifting stones. Again, it's 1 to 5 players, but that's the solo mode. Hope you enjoyed this. If you're interested in a full review of the actual game, or the full game, I'll go ahead and I'll put a link in the description below. Thank you for watching and watching this playthrough. If you like the playthrough, give it a thumbs up. Put a comment in below. I have seemed to been getting some positive reaction from these solo playthroughs, and if I continue to get that positive feedback, I will continue to do them. So thank you again for that input, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you did, consider giving it a like, and consider subscribing to the channel and sharing with your friends. But until next time, that is how Lou sees it.